Hello everybody. This is my video on how to live when you're retired and not go crazy. I don't know. Everybody goes crazy. Actually, I found that there's certain types of people. Some people who like to be involved and get back in the workforce and stuff. And then there's other people that initially they want to do that, but then they go back and they realize, I don't want to do this. And then they're on their own, doing whatever. And for me, I figured I found a thing that helps me, because your wants and your needs change as you get older. So say 30 years ago, gaming used to be really exciting. But now maybe gaming's not as exciting anymore. Maybe you've just dopamined yourself to the point where you're kind of numb to it all. That's kind of what happened with me. Is I figure, well, I'll retire. I'll just become one of these, dudes that stays home and games all day. And I started doing it, and then I realized that gaming, sedentary, sitting around, also comes with a whole host of other things that we do, which would be like bad habits. For me, it was smoking, but I quit smoking. And then it turned into vaping. And I still vape, but not crazy. But the one thing that I realized that most of it's in my mind, in your mind. It's all in our mind. Limitations that we're putting on ourselves. And so I got up to about 300 pounds after I retired. And 300 pounds in America is not unheard of. But it's definitely on the upside. And so I started walking about 4 years ago, just doing this to the ground, pavement. Nothing too strenuous, because years ago as an electrician I had a thing of wire fall on me, and that kind of really jacked up my ankle, so I have to be sort of careful. But walking helped me go from walking maybe a mile to 6 to 7 miles when I go out, which is a lot better than 1 mile. So that's a win-win. You got to take the win.
Morning.
All right, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. So, as I get back on my track here, so I started walking about 4 years ago. And I've been doing this for a long time. And then I'm still slightly overweight. I think the professional term would be mildly obese. So you're mildly obese, which is better than being obese. So I did the walk for years, and it probably wasn't until my 3rd year of walking consistently, at least 3 to 4 days a week, that I went to the doctor, and the doctor said, oh my God, your labs are perfect. And I was like, what do you mean? I'm fat still. Kind of fat. I mean, I'm not skinny, but I'm not fat. And he said, well, that really has nothing to do with it. And so I realized maybe that's the goal right now as being a retired person. is to just take care of my health as best I can and ignore all the other stuff. And so that's what I've been doing for 4 years, 4 years now. Walking. Right now the weather is outside, it's cloudy and overcast, I guess you would call it, but it's actually very humid. And I've realized that the humidity doesn't bother me as much as it used to. I used to be like, I would come outside and just melt, and now it just doesn't feel as bad anymore. Another thing I've noticed since walking, being 62 years old, is that I get more, I get calmer. I'm not as hyped up and ready to roll, you know, ready to jump down somebody's throat or be angry at myself for not doing something. So even though all I'm doing is walking, it's better than sitting around doing nothing. And it's better for your health, so then you can go and do the things that you want to do. Like fish. I like to fish. Go swimming at the lake. I love swimming. And the video games, sure. Video games are fine. But they don't take the... they're not as much of a thrill as they used to be 30 years ago. Hopefully that makes sense. And another thing I've realized is since 20 years ago, I had meningitis, which really will slow you way down. Meningitis will basically stop your life, literally. But I'm Irish, and I'm a very stubborn individual. And so thankfully I beat the meningitis. I didn't beat it, but I overcame a lot of the hurdles that came along with the diagnosis. One of them was learning how to walk again, which I couldn't get my brain to figure out where to put the foot, you know. That was a very hard thing to do. Learning how to talk again properly. Still have problems with that sometimes, but thinking. The process of thinking was altered dramatically because your brain, when it gets damaged, sometimes it can't process information fast enough. So if you put me in the line at, let's say, like fast food restaurant, I'd last about 3 minutes. So meningitis will definitely put a damper on your ability to process information, as well as getting older. So I think the thing that I'm learning is that it's best to choose your battles wisely. That would be the best thing I would say. So that's it. That's the ramblings of a 62-year-old individual. Sweating with the oldies. Out here in the sweaty North Carolina. Sweaty. Very sweaty out here. Everybody loves a good sweat. Alright. Little advice. Little suggestions, if you will, about stuff. Ramblings from an old dude. Thanks for watching.